Okay, guys, so we're going to continue on. We've got the next problem on the review. We're looking at 5a. It just wants us to solve these. We're going to use elimination. We're going to subtract the bottom from the top, so we have x squared, y squared is equal to 16, and then we have minus x squared minus y squared over 4, and minus 1. Okay, so eliminated. Remember, this is 4y over 4/4 y squared minus 1/4 y squared is 3/4 y squared, and it's equal to 15 times 4 over 3 over 3. 3 goes into 15 5 times. This is y squared is equal to 20, or y is equal to plus or minus the square root of 20. So I'm going to leave it at that because we're going to square it here in the next part anyway. So we have two possible answers, maybe 4. X squared, sorry, let me do this. We have x squared plus y squared, which is the square root of 20 for now. Doing the positive first. X squared plus 20 is 16. Minus 20 minus 20. X squared is equal to negative 4 square root. X is equal to 2 plus or minus 2i. Now, what does that tell us? If the result is imaginary here, then we have 2i square root 20. Well, this is not a real point. This is not actually happening. So what does that mean? It means that the graph looks something like this. Either this is going on where this ellipse is inside of this circle. You could have something like this going on where the circle's here and the ellipse is up here and they're not intersecting. But this means there is no solution because we got an imaginary number. If you get any imaginaries, it is no solution. Unless you find a real one. Okay, so if you find a real point, that will work. In this case, none are going to work, so you'll get no solution. And I believe it's multiple choice, so it will say no solution and give a reason. I think that the reason would be that they do not intersect. Okay, so that one's taken care of. Let's work on the next one. Very similar. We have, sorry about that. Come on. Okay, here we go. 2x squared plus 4 y squared is 20, and 2xy is 6. Okay, so let's solve for x. We could solve for y too, so let's just divide by 2x. Doesn't matter which one, actually. This is going to be y is 6 over 2x, which is 3 over x. Okay, so we're going to plug that into 2x squared plus 4 3 over x is equal to 20. Oh, and this is squared. I've just simply plugged the value that I got from here, this thing, in for y in the y squared up above. Okay, so this is 2x squared plus, we've got 3 squared 9, 4, so 9 times 4 is 36 over x squared is 20. I have no clue what that thing flashing around is, but the show must go on. So we have an x squared on the bottom. Let's multiply everything by x squared. To get that off the bottom, we have 2x to the 4th plus 36. X squared will go away, is equal to 20x squared. Okay, so then this is 2x to the 4th minus 20x squared plus 36 is equal to 0. Divide out the 2. See, this is x to the 4th minus 10x squared plus 18 is equal to 0. Okay, divide by 2 goes away. This is x to the 4th. Let's see if this factors. We want 18 and negative 10. 9 and 2, no. 6 and 3, no. Doesn't work, does it? This equation isn't that good. We can do quadratic formula. So let's do x squared is equal to, so notice I put x squared because this is x to the fourth. X squared is equal to negative b, so negative 10, the square root of negative 10 squared minus 4 times 18 times 1, all over 2 times 1. X squared is equal to 10 plus or minus square root of 100 minus 20 times 4 is 80 minus 8, 72. 10 plus or minus the square root of, is that 38? At 8, no, 28 over 2, which is 5, plus or minus 28 is 4 times 7, so 4, here's what I'm doing, 28 is 4 times 7, so 2 square root 7 over 2. All I did is divide, so I'll erase and show you what I'm doing, why that's 5. This is 10 over 2 plus this, which is 5 plus or minus square root of 7. Okay, so these aren't that nice. The one on the test, I promise you, is nicer. This is a real number. There's no imaginariness to this. If it was a negative in the square root, it would be. But that in itself is a nice number. Not a nice number, but it's a real number. So we have 2xy is equal to 6. But we have 5 plus square root 7 is x. So we have 2, 5 plus the square root of 7. Y is equal to 6. 10 plus 2, hold on, 2 square root 7. Let's see, square root 7. Y is equal to 6. So y is equal to 6 over 10 plus 2 square root 7. Yeah. Okay, so we get that. It's not that nice of an answer. You might want to rationalize the denominator, but I promise you the one on the test will be nicer. You will just have to work with it a little bit. If all else fails, plug the answers in and see if you can get it to work out to be the one that you need it to be. So that should work. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the following. You have to graph this, so let me write this out. We're going to have y is less than or equal to negative 2x plus 3, and y is greater than negative 2x plus 2. So we're going to graph it. The top one is solid. Bottom one, this is solid. This is less than or equal to, that's what tells us solid. This one is dotted. Okay, so we're going to go up to 3. So we go up to 1, 2, 3. We put a point. And then we go down 2, 1, 2 over 1. And then we draw our solid line going something like this. Then for the other one, we go up 2, 1, 2. And then we go up, then we go down 2 over 1, 1, 2 over 1. And we get something like that. Okay, not the nicest, but it will have to do. Now we do a test point. We can use 0, 0 for both of them. If we plug 0, 0 into this, 0 is less than or equal to negative 2 times 0 plus 3, which says 0 is less than or equal to 3. So 0, 0 worked, and that point that we're testing is right here, and that's with regard to the top line, so that one worked. And if we do the other one, we have 0 is greater than negative 2 times 0 plus 3 plus 2. 0 is less than, greater than 2. Well, 0 is not greater than 2, so it can't be on this side. So it fails one of them, but it passes the other one. Okay, so what it means is we're shading in between here, because 0, 0 is to the bottom side of that one, but it's on the north side of this one. Okay, it will be more clear cut. I think I give you a picture and you just have to figure out which one's which. You know which one to test. Pick a test point on each one and see if it works. And if it works, then choose that answer. I give you what the graphs look like. You don't necessarily have to graph it. Oh, kind of goofed a little. I should have made this dotted. Sorry about that. Okay, should have been a dotted line, but I hope that helps, guys. I'm sorry I forgot to do that. I hope that you guys can do this, and obviously it's going to be a little bit different on the test anyway, so I hope that it helps. I will be making another video soon. Thank you.